Analysts are becoming more and more confident that the US inflation will slacken more than expected earlier. The key idea of such forecast is a hint that the Federal Reserve has no reason to raise the key rate higher, and this fact explains the greenback's depreciation seen during the last 2 days. According to the main forecast, inflation will slow down to 3.2% from a 4%. Officials of the US regulator were relying on this prediction when considering the necessity of further monetary policy tightening. However, the market is waiting for some other results. An optimistic forecast suggests a drop below 3%, whereas less optimistic analysts expect a decline to 3.1%. In other words, future events will highly depend on today's inflation figures. If inflation turns out to be below 3.2%, the US dollar may continue falling. And notably, the decline is likely to be unnoticeable as the currency is significantly oversold. If inflation slackens to 3.2% or exceeds this level, the US dollar may reverse sharply and thus recovering at least a part of its losses in a short period of time. Ahead of the publication of the US inflation report, the euro was trading above 1.10 against the US dollar, which points to the bullish sentiment among traders. However, the euro is overbought in the intraday period. Nevertheless, speculators may ignore the technical signal, and in this case, the quote may continue climbing towards the local high looked in April of this year. And the downward scenario is also possible, and it suggests a decline below 1.10, which will slacken the current upward cycle. Meanwhile, the pound sterling reached the psychological level of 1.2950 amid an inertial movement. Judging by the technical analysis, the next psychological level against the US dollar is located at 1.30. It's acting as a resistance for the British pound, and the price has already hit the lower area of the resistance, which could be a signal of a decline in the volume of long positions. As a result, the price may drop. If the price settles above 1.3050, the midterm uptrend will become stronger and may continue. And that's all for now. We can keep monitoring the financial market situation. Subscribe to the channel and see you in several hours. We will take a close look at the US trading session.